What's up, guys? Julian here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make house like Mount P. The style is burning up right now. To go along with this video, you can get the full project files, samples, MIDI, presets. The entire template from this video is available at the top of the description on my website. Definitely go grab that. It's a great way to make the best house track of your life today. This is a really awesome template, and it's available right at the top of the description. Go ahead and grab it. Thanks for the support, everybody, and let's dive in. Alright, so we're on 126 BPM, and the first thing we got up here is the kick and bass. Now, if you listen, so this is a lot of the groove in the track, right? It's coming from these, and it's actually a pretty simple groove. So we got the kick, right? It's just this big fat 909 style kick. No processing required. It's just punching through the mix. You can see we have it up pretty high in the overall mix, and then the bass line. And the bass line is literally just two notes, right? It's a ton of 16th notes, you can see. So you have like this weird bounce happening between the kick and the bass there, and then you put that right, so this bass really works together with all these other elements. And then for the actual sound, it's made with operator. It's a saw wave, and then we're using all these three oscillators, but there's no FM happening because it's on this setting. We've got the saw wave, a little triangle wave, and then a little square wave. And see, there's a low pass filter with a little envelope on it. Other than that, we're just cutting out some sub and side chaining it to this little side up here. Then on the whole group of low end, we've got another sub cut, which you can hear really opens this up and makes it a bit cleaner. And then we're also converting this to mono. Then we have the hi-hats. So there's a pretty good amount of hi-hats going on here, you know, because there's not a whole lot of other percussion. When you have the bass line doing so much already, you really just need these hi-hats and a clap on top, and it's going to work. But it starts with the main hi-hat. So we have two layers. Right, kind of like a more mid-range one, and then this 909 hi-hat. We've got a tambourine, some 16-note hi-hats. You can see these are all being side-chained as well to make them just fit into the groove. We got like these hi-hats. Right, kind of like some background stuff, and then it all comes together. And then on the group, the whole thing, we have even more sidechain and then a high-pass filter. And I think the sidechaining hi-hats really helps it kind of all groove together. If we turn that off, right, it doesn't groove as much. Then we've got the claps. So I'm layering together these two claps. We got this one. And then this one, you can see they do two different things, and you put them together. A little bit of pedal on the group, so here's without it. With it, right, it just gives it that like in the mid-range. It's only at 36% though. And then that's all the foundation of the track. So you want to start with this stuff. Right, get that really solid, and then you can go and do all this extra stuff. So the first thing we got here for the extra stuff is this lead. So you saw before we were in the key of G with that bass line. So what we're doing here is we're actually doing like the 5th, the 6th, and then the root note. So musically, it creates something nice going against that bass line, which is in G. Like I said, for the actual sound, it's made with wavetable. We've got this one wavetable, brutal metal here. Low pass filter with a bit of an envelope on it. And there's also an envelope on the wavetable position. We've got a little bit of reverb, and then we're just side chaining it. We got this little stab. You can hear it plays with the bass. It's just playing G, so it's the same note the bass is playing there. And this is like your kind of classic, you know, modern superstar stab. What we got is we got a saw wave and then another saw wave. They're detuned a bunch. And there's also a ton of unison, a bit of reverb, a bit of distortion, which is important for these. If I turn it off, see, it's very flat. The distortion gives it that fatness and that texture. Then we're high passing it and we're side chaining it. Then we have this little kind of like underneath everything respace. So if I play the main bass, and then I'll play it with that. So you see how that's going to fit in there and just add like a lot more movement in that low end without really taking up too much space. So what we're doing here is it's this wavetable patch where, first of all, for the notes, we're kind of just playing these long held out notes, right? There's some glides and stuff, but it's just following what the bass line's doing. Right, you want to make sure this is, if the bass line goes from G to G sharp, make sure this does as well. But then what we're doing is this brutal metal wavetable, as well as this kicked. We've got a bandpass filter, which has a lot of automation. Just moving that around. We've got a little bit of an LFO, moving the filter as well as the oscillator positions. We have this position spread unison, so if I turn that off, see, it takes away that. That's what really gives it that kind of like, you know, texture. We have a bit of chorus. And then we're just cutting out the low end and side chaining it. And then the last layer we have down here is this little woo. So yeah, it's what it is. This is woo sample. But I've taken just that one piece of it, right? And it just comes in the second half. So you get the first half is with that respace, and then when the respace disappears, see, then you get this popping in there. So it's a simple sound, but it's really more about the call and response that's going on with the other elements in the track. And there we go. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As always, make sure to like this video as well as subscribe. And let me know what you think of this video in the comments. Like I said in the beginning, you can get this full project file, samples, MIDI, presets. The entire template from this video is available at the top of the description on my website. Definitely don't miss out, guys. It's a really great template. And I promise if you grab it, it's going to take your tracks to the next level today. Don't miss out. Thanks for the support, everybody. And I'll see you tomorrow with another video.